Hey everyone, Jolene Pete of Love Jolene. I want to thank everyone for watching my first Bible journaling video. I'm kind of blown away by the amount of views and comments and likes that it's received, and I really want to thank you for taking the time to do that and for encouraging me. It really means a lot. I'm not going to talk a lot in this video because I'm afraid if I did, it would be 2 hours long, but I do want to post an updated flip through of what I've been doing since my last video. And so if I mention something, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it linked in the description box below. I think that's about it. So let me go ahead and start the flip through. Last time I talked about my prayer journal, and I've also written a blog post about how to start or create your own prayer journal, so I'll link that below. I'm still working in this binder here, or this notepad, which I have tabbed to different sections. So the first part, I'll just flip through real quick, is like a gratitude journal, and then I have Bible studies that I've done in here, and then I actually have a tab for prayer requests, but I'm going to skip right over that, and I write out my prayers, and then in the back here I have notes, nothing fancy, from either sermons or podcasts that I listen to. So that's what I have going on. I'm actually going to be moving to a Dory system, which a Dory is just the cover that holds notebooks. This one I made, or am in the process of making. I still haven't added the cords to the inside. It has a pen loop here, but this will have my studies. So right now I'm working on this study on Psalm 119. There we go. And so when I'm done with this, I'm going to do notebooks this style. This is mine with just goals and things like that. But I'll be basically making the tabs within the Moleskine or any kind of notebook. And it'll all be together like this. So that is my prayer journal. If you missed my first video, I discussed kind of how I work in this. It's more, I see it as my art journal, sort of like just the process of me working out what I read. This is the Bible that I actually read and reference. I like this translation. So a lot of times, even though I'll flip to the page in this Bible, and I'll put write a verse, I will still use the translation from the one that I read. So that is what this Bible is. So I'm just going to go ahead and start flipping through here. If you have any questions about specific products that I'm using or anything at all, just go ahead and leave a comment and I will do my best to answer for you. I don't remember a lot of where things are from, but I will try. I painted the cover with just white acrylic paint, and then I just used the lid as a dauber. So my goal is really just to fill this up with words of encouragement and verses and song lyrics and things that inspire my walk with God and my relationship with God, and I want to fill every single page if I can. So let me just start flipping through. I use a lot of acrylic paints, markers. This is a Project Life card, chipboard stickers, which I actually hot glued these in because they weren't very sticky, and I lost one on another page. Lots and lots of alpha stickers. This is one of those stencils. This is a Heidi Swapp stencil set that I got. So I really, there are pages that I don't like, and this is sad because it's like literally the first part of the Bible. I don't like this. I'm considering putting like a tip-in, which is another page that you tape onto the side that flips open, and so kind of like a do-over. Sorry, it's a little bit dark. It's a little more overcast than I thought it would be, but this is the time that I have. I did a study in Genesis at the beginning of the year, and I really want to practice drawing more, and so this was my attempt. This says, while my sin is great, God is still greater. Love that. I'm really trying to practice my hand lettering as well and using different pens. I just purchased these pens. I don't know if they're in screen. It's hard to tell, but I just purchased these gem pens, which are really cute, but everyone knows that the way a pen writes is more important. These actually write really well. If I could open that. I got this, I think it was called Scraptastic Club, from a vendor at Southeast PlannerCon this past weekend, which I'll link to them below. This, I used one of those Sharpie paint pens over it. I like that it's really monochrome. So if you're journaling and you have something more private to say, you can use one of these pens in a similar color to what you paint the background. I really like how that looks. Here's one. Sometimes I don't really worry about the back until there's something that I want to journal in the back, and then I might go fix it up a little. Like this one really went through, so I just painted it in case I want to go back and do something there. This is still, I think this was in the other one, the other video, but this is still one of my top personal favorite pages. These flowers are painted with acrylic paint and outline and marker pen, a felt pen. And then I wrote with that same pen and went over it in a highlighter, which is a highlighter that's kind of like a gel crayon. I get really excited when they're back to back. Here's sometimes in my studies, I like to put the definition of words, and here I put it into my Bible as well. I like to look up the dictionary definition as well as the Bible definition, and a lot of Bibles have definitions in them. This is where I lost to that sticker, and so I didn't have another T. I just put another there. Here's another new one. God hears your prayers. I'm really obsessed with these enamel dots. Illustrated Faith has enamel hearts that I really want to get. They're so cute. This is watercolor background. I have a lot of fun making different clips to put on top. Here's another new one that I really like. Bright colors, acrylic paints. These are stickers that I outlined with a super thin pen. haven't done a whole lot of 2-page spreads lately. So this one I think may have been in there already. It's lyrics from a Michael W. Smith song. I did add this little clip that came in my planner kit. And then I just recently added this Project Life card that says grateful, blessed, and so very thankful. And then some little chip hearts here. I actually purchased the Psalm 119 devotional that I shared earlier. Psalm 119:18 is my favorite verse. Open my eyes to see the wonderful truths in your instructions. Love that. So I was excited to get the study, which I'm currently working in. So here I've just prepped the back side of a page, and I know I'll go back because Proverbs, I could journal all of Proverbs. I love it. So this is a new spread that I did these 2 pages in February and March, and they are definitely favorites of mine. I love mixing types. These are rub-ons and stickers. Did a little bit of hand journaling. Love this Amen washi sample that I got from a pen pal. And then I had this idea to use these gems, which I've been using on just about everything. If I could bejewel it, I will. And so I thought it would be perfect for this. Wisdom is more precious than rubies. Sparkly. It actually, I wasn't sure how the page was going to hold up with it, but this page actually feels stronger because of it. So that's interesting. But it makes it nice and thick. So I've shared this one. I shared it in a blog post tutorial, and I did not like it. And so I decided to redo it and just kind of show that you can go back. I went back months and months after I had done this. Let's see. I originally did this in June of 2015, and I went back in January, and I lightened it up. I blended it. I went over the black ink and made it white. I added this I Am Loved Project Life card and this pretty gold clip, and now I really love this spread. It's not so crazy as it was. Love this gold and pink washi. A friend of mine made that clip for me, Unicorn Planner. She's on Instagram. She has a website. Sometimes I do really simple spreads. So here's one where I literally just painted it and later went back with a white pen and wrote a verse. Here I tried different types. This is just my own handwriting that I outlined. Oop. There we go. Tried different pinks. I love using paint in my Bible. I just get cheap paints, whatever I can get for around $1. I do love still these handmade modern paints from Target. Have a ton of those. I like to buy just any kind of acrylic. You know, some people are really particular. I just get whatever's cheap because I'd rather have more colors. I use cheap brushes too, kids brushes. And I'm very impatient. So when I do a page, a lot of times I will use my American Craft Zap tool, heat gun, to dry the page so I can keep working in it. So this was an old page. It didn't used to have the pink on the back, which now kind of goes through, but I kind of like it. Another one, this one, Benjamin, my son, colored in last year, a year ago. And then I wrote a little note to him. I tried, Celeste posted this really cute confetti tape idea, and so I wanted to do it in my journal as well. And then I had been holding on to this little sparkly crystal thing forever. I have no idea where it came from, but I thought it would make a really cute tab in here, and I like how it kind of hangs off the page. Sparkly. Another pen pal sent me this really pretty clip that she made. Here are 10 virtues to becoming a Proverbs 31 woman. I think I shared that one last year. This was my very first ever page, so you notice it's not very fancy. I didn't have paint. I was just literally using kid markers and gel pens. I went back and added this washi and a tab at the top, but just really simple. And I recently painted the back so I can do something here. Cute washi from the Planner Society. Here's another simple page. Practicing different lettering. Got fancy with that eye there. Here's another one that I did toward the end of last summer where I was practicing painting and different typography. I like how that one turned out. A page that I made to honor the memory of my dear friend Adrian. These aren't colors that I would normally choose, but he was a really big Miami Hurricane fan, and so green and orange are their colors, and so that's what I used here. I recently reinforced it with this cardboard or from a file folder because it was kind of getting bent. All right, I'll try to be quick here. Here's another really simple one. It's just different pens, straight to the point. I said I wasn't going to do a lot of talking, and I did. Hope this isn't too long for you. Here's one where I use these kind of clear stickers. I love the way they look. I wish I remembered where I got those because I would love to get more. They were just in my stash. His purpose and his good are better than anything we can imagine. Ain't that the truth? I did gesso the back of that because you can see it really went through. I don't mind. There's no mistakes in here at all. This is really about the process and the worship that's happening as I'm studying and just going to God with my art. Love this song. I even love the way the back looks on that one. A lot of these tabs are from an Illustrated Faith set that I found at the bookstore. I think this one might be new since last time. Do not be anxious about anything. Christ is the visible image of the invisible God. He existed before anything was created and is supreme over all creation. Colossians 1:15 and 16. Love that. I used that Heidi Swap stencil underneath. It just adds texture. You can't really see it so spectacular, but I love that it's just something fun in the background. This was from podcast that I listen to with my husband. I just transferred the notes right onto the page. Every good and perfect gift is from above. Love these little stickers too that I used on the tabs. Those are Teresa Collins. Comes in a pack. I used them here too. That's a watercolor background. So when I use watercolor, it shows through to the back. I think that's really pretty. Here's some others. Watercolor pen. On this tab I used 2 small Project Life cards that had an opening, a heart cut out, and I put tissue paper through it so you can kind of see through it. It's really pretty. This isn't even a verse, it's after the end of the Bible, and then it talks just about God's plan to save you, and it talks basically the story of redemption. I used another one of those stencils that said ever after, and then I just outlined it and made it messy with ink. I like to play around in the back of this as well, test out. I actually tore out one of the front pages just so that it would be, it went here because I wanted to be able to see both, but I didn't want to throw it out because it talks about journaling, the journaling Bible, and how it's not meant to be something that you read, but something to be absorbed and lived out in every aspect of your life. I loved that, so I kept that in here, and I might actually do a page that says that. These extra pages are also good to write if, let's say, I already had something from John 3 on the page and I wanted to do something else or another. I could do a tip-in, adding a page, or I can use these back pages here. I had some extra pink, this coral pink background paint, and so I just slopped it on and then later went back and added the verse. And then this here, I used black chalkboard paint, and then I wrote on it with chalkboard marker. And then this are those stickles. Let me see if I could, sorry, really close. I guess I can't really reach it. So it's the yellows, those yellow stickles, which is kind of like glitter decoration, but I love the way that looked for light. So that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, can you please give it a thumbs up? Go ahead and follow my channel. I'll try to post more videos regarding my journaling Bible and planning. You can also find me at www.lovejolene.com, and I'll link it below. And all my social media is @lovejolene. All right. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.